I didn't cheat because I loved another man. I cheated because I wanted my husband to feel the same pain I had been carrying for months. But I never imagined that one decision would make him disappear from my life forever. Blackheart, the silence that broke me. Marriage doesn't always end with shouting, betrayal, or dramatic fights. Sometimes it dies in silence. That's how mine started falling apart. Adam wasn't a bad man. He never hit me, never screamed at me. But he stopped seeing me. At first, it was small things. He stopped asking how my day was. Stopped noticing when I dressed up. Stopped smiling when I walked into the room. And slowly, I stopped existing in his world. We used to laugh together. Late night talks. Random jokes. Cooking disasters that turned into memories. But now, we barely spoke. Dinner became quiet. Bedrooms became cold. And love became routine. I tried. God knows I tried. Adam, can we talk? I would ask softly. I'm tired, he'd reply without even looking at me. Every time. Every single time. And the worst part? He didn't even realize he was losing me. Broken heart, the loneliness inside marriage. People think cheating starts with attraction. No. It starts with loneliness. The kind of loneliness where you sit next to your partner and still feel completely alone. I started questioning myself. Am I not enough? Did I change? Does he still love me? But those questions never got answers. One night, I wore the dress he once said he loved. I stood in front of him, heart racing. What do you think? I asked, forcing a smile. He glanced up for barely a second. It's fine. That was it. It's fine. Something inside me broke that night. Not loudly. Not dramatically. Just quietly. Warning, the beginning of a dangerous thought. That's when the thought came. Not all at once. But slowly. Poisoning my mind. What if he felt what I feel? What if he got jealous? What if he realized he could lose me? I didn't want another man. I wanted my husband back. But I didn't know how to reach him anymore. And then Daniel entered my life. Eyes, the attention I was starving for. Daniel worked in the same office building. He wasn't special. Not at first. But he noticed me. You look tired today. Everything okay? He asked one afternoon. And just like that, something shifted. It had been months since anyone asked me that. Months since anyone cared enough to notice. We started talking. Small conversations. Coffee breaks. Laughs. He listened. Really listened. And I let myself feel seen again. I knew it was wrong. I knew I was crossing a line. But for the first time in months, I didn't feel invisible. Fire, the night everything changed. That night, the night I destroyed everything, started like any other. Adam came home late. Didn't look at me. Didn't speak. Just went straight to bed. I stood there in the living room. Heart heavy. Eyes burning. And then my phone buzzed. It was Daniel. Want to come out? Just for a drive. I stared at the message. I knew what it meant. Not just a drive. A choice. A line. My heart was screaming. Don't do this. But my pain whispered. He deserves to feel this. And that whisper. 1. Police car light, the decision I can never undo. I didn't think about consequences. I didn't think about tomorrow. I only thought about the pain I wanted him to feel. So I replied, yes. That one word destroyed my life. I looked at Adam one last time before leaving. He was asleep. Peaceful. Unaware. And for a moment, I hesitated. But it was too late. I had already decided. Bombed the moment I lost everything. I wish I could tell you I stopped. That I turned back. That I chose differently. But I didn't. That night, I crossed the line. Not because I loved Daniel, but because I was angry. Broken. Lost. And the worst part? For a brief moment, I felt powerful. Like I finally had control. But that feeling didn't last. Because deep down, I knew I hadn't fixed anything. I had destroyed everything. Whole. When I walked back into my house the next morning, something felt wrong. It was too quiet. Too still. And then I saw it. A note. On the table. And my husband was gone. The note was small. Folded once. Placed carefully on the table. My hands were shaking as I picked it up. Something inside me already knew. My life was about to change forever. Envelope with arrow, the note that broke me. I opened it slowly. And read the words I will never forget. I saw you leave last night. My heart stopped. I didn't stop you, because I realized something. Tears blurred my vision. I lost you long before that moment. I dropped into the chair. Breathing felt impossible. I don't know when, or how, but somewhere along the way, I failed you. No, I whispered. But what you did last night showed me that we are already over. The room started spinning. I'm not angry. Just empty. That line destroyed me. Because anger meant he still cared. But emptiness? That meant I had already lost him. Don't look for me. And then, the final line. I hope one day you find the love we couldn't save. Adam. Collision the moment reality hit. No, 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 no. I kept repeating it. Like saying it enough times would undo everything. I ran to the bedroom. Closet open. Half his clothes gone. Bathroom empty. His watch gone. His phone switched off. It wasn't a fight. It wasn't temporary. He didn't leave in anger. He left in peace. And that hurt more than anything. Hold the search that led nowhere. I called him. Again. And again. And again. Nothing. I called his friends. His office. His family. No one knew anything. Or maybe he told them not to tell me. Days turned into weeks. Weeks turned into months. And Adam never came back. Broken heart, the guilt that never left. At first, I blamed him. He ignored me. He pushed me away. He made me feel invisible. But deep down, I knew the truth. I made the final choice. I crossed the line. And now, I had to live with it. Daniel? I never saw him again. He was never the point. He was just a mistake. The real loss was my husband. Cloud with rain, living with regret. The house felt different now. Empty. Cold. Heavy. His side of the bed stayed untouched. His favorite mug still in the kitchen. I couldn't move anything. Because letting go meant accepting he was never coming back. And I wasn't ready for that. Brain the truth I learned too late. I used to think love disappears suddenly. But it doesn't. It fades. Slowly. Silently. In ignored conversations. In missed moments. In words left unsaid. And instead of fixing it, I chose revenge. But revenge doesn't heal pain. It multiplies it. Warning the lesson that cost me everything. If I could go back, I wouldn't cheat. I wouldn't try to teach him a lesson. I would sit down. Fight for us. Communicate. Because love doesn't need games. It needs honesty. But I learned that. Too late. Bomb. It's been 3 years now. And I still don't know where Adam is. Sometimes I wonder if he's happy. If he found someone better. If he ever thinks about me. And then I remember the last line of his note. I hope one day you find the love we couldn't save. But the truth is, I did find it. I just destroyed it with my own hands. 3 years. No calls. No messages. No trace of Adam. Until one day, I saw his name again. And my heart stopped. Mobile phone, the message that changed everything. It was a random afternoon. I wasn't expecting anything. Not anymore. Then my phone buzzed. Unknown number. I almost ignored it. But something made me open it. The message said, "You should come. It's about Adam." My hands went cold. Who is this? I replied instantly. A few seconds later. Someone who thinks you deserve closure. Closure. The one thing I had been chasing for years. And now, it was finally in front of me. Automobile, the journey I was afraid to take. The address was unfamiliar. Far from the city. Quiet area. The entire drive. My mind was racing. What if he's there? What if he hates me? What if he moved on? But the scariest thought? What if I'm too late again? House, the door that changed my life again. I stood in front of the house. Heart pounding. Hands shaking. I knocked. A woman opened the door. She looked calm. Kind. Are you Adam's wife? She asked gently. That word hit me like a knife. Wife. I whispered. She looked at me for a moment. Then stepped aside. Come in. Bomb, the truth I wasn't ready for. The house felt warm. Peaceful. Too peaceful. And then I saw it. A photo. On the wall. Adam. Smiling. But something felt different. There was a date under the frame. My heart dropped. No, I whispered. The woman looked at me. With soft, sad eyes. He's not here, she said quietly. Where is he? I asked, panic rising. She hesitated. And then said the words. That broke me completely. He passed away 2 years ago. Hold the pain of being too late. Everything went silent. No, that's not possible. My legs gave out. I collapsed onto the floor. The room blurred. The world disappeared. 2 years. He was gone. For 2 years. And I didn't even know. Broken heart, the truth about his life. The woman sat beside me. My name is Sarah, she said softly. I was his neighbor, and later, his friend. Friend. That word twisted inside me. He moved here alone, she continued. Quiet. Kind. But broken. Tears streamed down my face. He never spoke badly about you, she said. Not once. That hurt more than anything. Because I didn't deserve that kindness. Open book, the last thing he left behind. Sarah handed me a small box. He wanted you to have this, if you ever came. My hands trembled as I opened it. Inside was another letter. My heart shattered all over again. Envelope with arrow. I unfolded the paper. If you're reading this. My tears fell instantly. Then you finally came. I couldn't breathe. I won't lie, leaving you was the hardest thing I ever did. Adam, I whispered. But staying would have destroyed what little was left of me. Every word cut deeper than the last. I forgave you a long time ago. That line destroyed me completely. Because I never forgave myself. I hope you stopped blaming yourself. I shook my head, crying. I didn't. You made a mistake. So did I. We both lost something beautiful. My chest felt like it was collapsing. But I need you to live. Really live. Don't let our ending be the reason your life stops. And then. The final words. I loved you. I always will. Adam. Cloud with rain, the goodbye I never got. I held the letter to my chest. Crying like I never had before. Not because I lost him that day. But because I lost him years ago. And never got the chance to fix it. Sometimes closure doesn't come the way you expect. Not all apologies get heard in time. Love can exist even after separation. Regret is the heaviest thing a heart can carry. Forgiveness doesn't erase consequences. Don't wait until it's too late to fix what matters. I didn't lose him when he disappeared. I lost him the moment I chose to hurt him instead of healing us.